What's poppin', my people? How are y'all doing? It is your favorite backwoods brujo, Papa Rose, coming at you live from the beloved. Well, by the time you get this, it'll be a video, but live nonetheless as we go closer into spooky time. This is spooky week. This is the pinnacle as we get to Halloween, and it is the 27th for those of you that want to keep up. And I am popping my head out here to give big love and say thank you to all. Thank you, y'all. Pop my head in and give some updates, give some showcases, get some stuff going on, and talk to you about upcoming things that are very exciting. Like I said, I wanted to get back into doing more videos, but sometimes I can, sometimes it's like, it's been a lot. But that's neither here nor there. I want y'all to come with me because today I wanted to talk about some things that I touched on earlier today during talk slash meditation. But first, let's get business out of the way. I want y'all to know that Casa de Juju has lovely bracelets and chaplets on waiting for y'all to buy some up. They are on the they're on the Facebook page, Instagram. I'm gonna give the links below to the specific posts so that y'all can take a look and check them out. One of my favorite things about chaplets and um, crystal bracelets is that you get to wear your bling. I'm all about brujo bling. I love blinging myself out. Today I'm kind of on the moderate side, but not too moderate, right? So I like wearing my crystals on me so that I have those crystal energies going with me all the time. So that I have those energies around me so that my auric field can feed on it. And also the alleged, I know I have to say that, but you know what's up. Health benefits are profound for me. So I wear them and I like wearing them, but not only that, it makes me feel wonderful. When I look at them, they give me that charge of energy because I know what they're about. And that's another thing too. Everybody thinks magic is just going to be magic. Magic sometimes comes in the realm of the mind too. It's your mindset plus your sorcery plus your spirituality plus all of it aligning and going together. But it has to be yours based on what you've learned and based on what's here. But I'm going to get to that in a minute. So yes, ju- crystal bracelets and crystal chaplets. Chaplets are like rosaries or prayer beads that we wear, and you've seen them. If not, you'll check out the link and just tell me what you think. And also, you know that I'm always up and ready for sitting with y'all for a mentorship, sitting with y'all for a divination session, sitting with y'all just to troubleshoot and get things moving with y'all if you want to sit and find out if there's anything you can do for going on work, or if you want to have a one-on-one training session with me or a lesson with me where we sit down and talk about something you want to talk about and learn about and get all the information, take notes, what have you. It's like a little mini class. So get with me with a Café con Papa, with a mentorship, or with a divination, and we'll set you up. Now that I got business out of the way, and of course, there is a link where you can hit and set up everything. Also, you can catch me at Louisiana Curio Shop. You can catch me at Instagram at Casa de Juju MS. You can catch me on Facebook at either Casa de Juju on Facebook or same as here, Papa Rose, Louis Papa Rose Rosa on Facebook as well. Let me know, float me notes, talk to me, and let's see what we can do for yourself and also to get you fabulous products like the one we're going to talk about in just a second. But I also wanted to talk about the class that I'm doing. I'm doing a class this Tuesday, Tuesday the 29th, on how to use the products. Because I think we need to have a back to basics moment where we sit down and say, look, sometimes you get bullied into, oh, you don't have this, you don't know what this is about, you're silly, wah, 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 wah. But in reality, sometimes we don't know. Because sometimes our practices never opened us up to other things or other additives or other products, other ingredients, things we can use. And sometimes we get a little bit defensive. So, yeah, I know about that, but meanwhile we don't. And we set up that whole thing of, I don't know, but I don't want to get caught out not knowing. This class sits down and irons it out for you, and we sit down and talk about things like why are oils, what else can you use with oils, what else can you do with your lotions, what else can you do with floor washes, what else you can do with blah 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 blah, all of these different products that we have on the market, especially people like myself and my sister, Big Liz Conjure, who I'm doing the class through and in tandem with. And yes, again, you can get to sit and learn about these things in that atmosphere of Everybody is there to learn something rather than, oh, you don't know, you're dumb. And I don't think that's cool. I think, you know what, we all are here to learn. We all are here to learn. Which brings me to the spotlight on the product, not just the formulation, the product, because there are two different things. A product is what the formulation makes or what you can make with the formulation. In this case, one of my formulations, one of my products that I want to showcase is herb dressings. And a lot of people look at me like, well, what do herb dressings are? Some people know what they are, some people know what they are. And of course, with us in Casa de Juju, this one in particular is Santa Marta herbal dressing. And these are herbs that we put together for you so that you can use them either in a bath, by putting them into a little tea bob or wrapping them up in cheesecloth and boiling them up and using them. All of our herbs to be used externally. Let me make this clear. Any herbs you get like that, unless otherwise stated, like organic tea or organic herbs that can be used for tea, understand that these are the only ones. The ones we have here are going to be used externally, like for floor washes and in incense and in spiritual baths. We don't ingest them. Ingesting teas and those have to be organic, and I would strongly recommend you talk with an actual professional herbalist, which there are many. One of my brothers, in fact, brother Arias, Robert Richard Jr., he is a certified herbalist, and he's the one I hang out with and go to. And if I have questions, I ask him. And I know no slouch about herbs, but in this case, here these herbs are to be used in your spiritual and magical workings. So how do you use them? How do you use herbs? In the class, I go over them. You notice how see how I did that there? Yeah, okay. In the class, I go over it. But when you get a bag of herbs, usually it's to add to a candle. If you're doing a candle work or a candle dressing, add to a lamp. If you're doing a lamp work, add it to a bath by boiling it up like you would a tea, not ingesting it like you would a tea. We're not getting sued. And use that over either in a soaking bath or in a pour over bath. You can use them with a little bit of frankincense and myrrh, in this case, more myrrh than frankincense, and burn it on charcoal through the house so that you can let those energies of those herbs expand. You can use it in, like I said, like you make up a bath, you can also use that in your floor wash so that you have that spiritual energy, you have that spiritual goodness. There's a lot of other things you can do too, but check out the class and you'll know more about it. But a lot of people don't want to ask, oh, well, what do I use that for, or what is that for? And that's what I want you to do, because this leads me to the message of the day. Today I was sitting down having a sesh, if you know, you know, and talking to my spirits, talking to my hubs. All of us were having a group discussion, having a meeting, business meeting. And the message was, you really have to get to you. I posted this on Facebook. You really have to sit there. One of the biggest things you can do on your spiritual path, on your witchcraft path, on your magical path, is to find out really who you are and understand that you evolve, and it's okay to evolve. It's okay to let things fall to the roadside and evolve. We get so hooked up on trying to hold on to things because, well, everybody else did them, or everybody else did this and we did this. Ask yourself this question. Does it work for you? Is this really working for you? Is what you're doing really bringing the best out for you? Is it really? Sorry about the glare, y'all. I was just looking at my notes. Yes, I make notes. When you get to the age I'm at, when you get to, you'll make notes too. But anywho, you have to see what works and what doesn't. I kind of crowned my own head and vexed myself when I said we of Gen X, one of our biggest things is to look through all of the past that we learned, all the traditions we had to deal with, knowing that we were going into another age of technology and what was obsolete and what was not. And we had to look at these things, look at everything in our lives, traditions, spiritualities, ways of viewing things, points of view, and really look at them in a new light with more information, more understanding, more of the teachings, learnings, and experiences we've had, and everything now that we had at our fingertips, that some things that we were taught and learned weren't correct. And it's okay to be wrong. But what isn't okay is to continually do something simply because of tradition when it isn't working, when it isn't when it isn't vibing with you, when it isn't resonating with you, and you're really just giving you pain. So we were charged to get these traditions, pull out what was really working, what was bedrock, what was necessary, and pretty much leave the rest for historical understandings and say, well, this is what we did, but we didn't know no better, but this is how it was. But it also shows the ingenuity. So history is there. It's used to learn from, which is exactly what it's there for. So running all this back and linking it to what I meant, using all of these things, use what works for you. When we're learning any spiritual tradition, witchcraft tradition, magical tradition, what have you, we take those bones and we incorporate them and we learn, and it gives us that rote. There's a beautiful, beautiful line in the Forbidden Kingdom, because I'm a huge movie fan. Anyone that knows me for more than 10 minutes knows I speak in blurb and movie quotes and some pop culture. So and if you haven't seen this movie, please, it's Jackie Chan, it's Jet Li, it's amazing. So in this movie, it's literally a love letter to kung fu movies. It really is. In this movie, it gives you a wonderful, almost poetic speech on what the kung fu is, and how it says that you must learn the way and then forget the way and find your own way and be at one with who you are. And that's really the nexus of spirituality in yourself, because you're looking for the divine, meanwhile it's in you, and you need to allow that divinity to come out and really shine by being your most authentic self and being true to yourself, being knowing who you are. Again, above the Oracle of Delphi, there were two things carved above the entrance: know thyself, nothing in excess. Knowing thyself is a strong, big thing, and as such, I'm a big proponent of it. Knowing who you are, but knowing how you evolve. Knowing that it's okay to be wrong, taking the proper steps to be right and do what is right for yourself and around in your society. We are social people, yes? So even though we're doing our own things, we also have to be social. So we have those different stratas. What is acceptable here, what is known here, what we do here is one thing. Our everyday practices are ours. What we do for ourselves is ours, and as such, it is our expression. Nobody's gonna really figure it out or really go, huh, unless they're just like, yeah, I respect what you're doing. But nobody has to understand, nobody has to know. And this is something that it takes a while. It sounds great for me to tell you. It sounds very proper to tell you, very demure, very, whatever. Yeah, but the reality is the reality. Oh, train's coming through. The reality is the reality, and it is this: know thyself. Ask yourself the questions of who are you? What do you want? And why are you here? Not just here as in the grand metaphysical, philosophical stance. Why are you here right now? What is it you want? What is your motivation? What is giving you passion? If you don't have any passion, then that's the time for you to sit and really meditate and let the messages come to you. One of my hometown girls, my spell witch in arms, was having a moment, and we just started talking about altar placements and making a prosperity altar, or talking about money. You know what's up, baby, and I got nothing but love for you. Mwah. And it magic happens because it happens. And just us talking about it, just us having a conversation, all of a sudden, I made a suggestion, he made a suggestion, we made a suggestion, and we put it all together, and things just started falling together for him. Sometimes that's what we need when we have our good friends and those people we can rely on that just bring magic to us, because magic will happen around us, and then we just are able to flow with it and focus it. Sometimes we got to find it for ourselves. But do not doubt that that spirit is there, that energy is there, that ancestor is there, that oneness is there. Divinity lies within. So all you need to do is sometimes listen to it. Give yourself time to plumb the depths of yourself, to listen. Don't take it there. To listen to your inner self, to listen to what's here, to vibe with the inside, and then really take a minute to look at the outside and see that as within, so without. If you're going through some things, take a minute, breathe. And sometimes if you're not even in your practice and you want to come back to your practice, even the smallest things like stirring your coffee and talking to it, thanking the air, getting into your energies, feeling just the very base elements, because that's what I'm feeling right now, and I want y'all to understand this too. Y'all, we got to use what we got, work with what's around us, keep an eye open, and look for the silver linings, really, really. and work on ourselves, build up ourselves, build our happiness, and protect ourselves too. See, another my god kid wrote on her mirror, show me what is true, show me what is real. And it is a really beautiful thing to think about that. Meditate on these things and allow them to get to you as you build your practice, as you work with your spirit. And if you have any questions, if you need any guidance, if you want to get things together, come hang with your papa. We'll have a tea session. We'll talk. We'll talk about how to use herbs and how not to use herbs, and why St. Martha is an amazing, amazing saint, spiritual energy to work with, especially for my women, especially for the coming days where we need that empowerment for our sisters and protection for our sisters and all those people that are making money from home and that are in the hospitality business. But there's a lot of energy there. And also working with your deities, your spirits, because remember, you were born with an angel or a head spirit, a main guide, ancestors that love you, and spirits that came to help you. And there ain't no need but to discover and activate them. And if you want to know more, please let me know. Feel free, step up. I want to wish y'all an absolutely wonderful, wonderful night. Get all the rest, get all the happiness. That is my alarm saying it's time to get off of here and let you stop bothering y'all and letting y'all have your night. So again, have a wonderful night, have a restful night, have a wonderful Monday with the blessings of all the spirits and the Almighty and all of the ancestors. The great mystery be upon you all always. Thank you for taking up some space with me and taking up time with me, and I will be putting more content and stuff out there. I bid you peace, love, and juju always, y'all. Mwah. Keep it real and check in soon. Later.